And Walker corrals it. And then Black. Decision there by Walker. Love for three. Got it.
Because they're spread out. The spread floor is really causing a huge problem for North Carolina's big guys. They have to guard on the perimeter. They can't protect the rim that way.
Mutz, who averages just under 9, has 14. But Virginia Tech. Got a mismatch here.
Well defended by Garrison Brooks to force that jumper. That was not an easy shot.
Boy, what a battle down low. Gasson giving up a lot of weight to Sharp. And now Mutz switches on to him. Davis for three. Yes.
He was 4 of 4 against Miami at 16 points in a win down at Coral Gables.
Got 10 on the season. 2 of them are tonight. Now he comes up with a loose ball. Finds Davis. An insurmountable deficit with a ton of time left, and Kessler with another block.
I don't know what Juwan Durham thought he was going to do there. I mean, he's going against a long-armed shot blocker there, just trying to get a dribble into a jump shot. That just wasn't going to happen.
Jay Kessler's got 4 blocks already in this game. Jump hook will go.
He is a joke.
So they leave the shot clock at 27 where it was, and Carolina inbounds. R.J. Davis, another member of the freshman class. These are 2 of the youngest teams in the country. Black with a cut and a feed.
In Allen Fieldhouse. But against Oklahoma State the other night, I thought Baylor was terrific. And Jared Butler looked like himself again. A number of coaches had told Scott Drew that they felt like, and that's not like everybody's got a ton of experience with it, they felt like it took a few games. Another great cut. That in just 22 minutes a game.
Yeah, I mean, he's special. And what he does, he reminds you of what Syracuse has looked like forever, what they're supposed to look like at the top of that zone is Day'Ron Sharpe goes over the top.
He's their leading rebounder. That would be job 1 for him tonight. Griffin another miss, and now Carolina with a chance to take the lead. They led by as many as 9 in the first half. Harrison Brooks gets a friendly bounce. Leaky Black made the first. Missed the second. Now it's Kessler attacking.
That's the problem. Giving up offensive rebounds off of free throw misses.
Caleb Love, a big 3 for North Carolina. They're right back in it. And another long rebound comes back to Carolina. Davis, a deep 3. Oh, what a bounce. It was.
Mike Schmidt of ESPN join us in the second half to talk about where he stands, but he's not the only NBA prospect on this Seminoles roster.
Man, he's not the only NBA prospect on this floor. North Carolina has a number in itself, but right now they can't get any of them going when you consider North Carolina's 3 for 15 from the floor with 7 turnovers already, and I'm sure that doesn't for ACC Rookie of the Year, but of course he's going to have a couple opportunities to change that. Right now, Scotty Barnes at number 1. Jalen Withers from Louisville at number 2 for me on my Rookie of the Year tracking. But still, with 2 weeks remaining, a lot of basketball left to be played in the ACC.
Walton, nothing but net. Having a career game, and he's got the Heels back up by 5.
And all the great players that North Carolina has had wearing this uniform with the Argyle up and down the side, I'm not sure they've ever had.
With you. Florida State led in the first half by as many as 16 points, led 41-29 at the break, but led by that man.
Doug, this is the second COVID pause that Louisville's had to deal with this season. The first one, they came off an 18-day pause where they were beaten 85-48 at Wisconsin after those 18 days. Now, after 19 days, they come take on.
Well, you're the team to beat. How do you handicap at the moment Virginia and Florida State 1-2-2-1?
Well, honestly, you know, when I look at it, I think both teams are very good and capable of being Final Four level, even national championship teams. I think that when you look at the styles, 2 completely contrasting. Bear fan, those are my guys. So again, I root for the Orange. I just don't do it in front of you. action, and more importantly, miss that much practice time and expect to be able to go out on the road and compete with a team that is clicking. And North Carolina is playing some of its best basketball of the season right now and finding ways to win even when they don't shoot the basketball well. And they've been able to just,
Black, Davis, Sharp, Brooks, and Walton on the court right now for the Tar Heels. As they go down to the freshman, Sharp, and he muscles his way. That there's online classes and a bubble of sorts for the team. They're a lot closer, and he's been able to teach a lot more than he normally does.
Definitely. I think this is one of Coach Williams' best coaching jobs, and I think it's because the team is so young, and he's really had that time, that practice time, and you can definitely see the growth in the team, guys stepping up and starting to get their confidence. You saw it with Caleb at Duke. He played really well, and you see sporadic moments from different freshmen. Kerwin has definitely played well as he just gets or through a pick and roll or screen. They're just trying to contain Walker and make somebody else score.
Miscommunication there. Love able to recover and get to it. Baseline drive. Black with a nice bounce pass there. Elbow jumper for Walton. Good.
Carolina. I think he was pretty good too.
He wasn't bad. That flip doesn't go for Casey Morsell.
Oh, look at that drive to the goal. Right there. That's
Again, to the point we made earlier, as Jay said, both of these teams just need to play well. They need to win games, try to get some momentum going. Both of these teams, Jay, as is typically the case, their schedules are kind of backloaded. They're going to get more difficult.
Yeah, it's going to get much more difficult, but that's okay. That's what they need and what they want right now.
Another came into the game having hit just 4 on the season.
Yeah, he has been aggressive going against Garrison Brooks to take him out on the floor trying to make plays. What a talented player he is.
Again, it's a different kind of game. Nobody's in the building, no fans. Neither team is ranked. But both teams playing pretty well offensively. It's close. It's meaningful for both teams. A Sharp, second leading scorer in the ACC, behind only Justin Champagnie of Pittsburgh. Misses that 3. Good look for Love. Got it.
He's a difference
for Duke, and for Carolina as they go on offense. Walton has taken the place of Harris.
Nice trap.
Extra pass to Love. Yes, what a night for Caleb.
You had a dunk right out of the gate, getting start tonight. His 4th. Here's Sims. He's been terrific in all aspects, and couldn't hit the turnaround jumper at the shot clock buzzer. And now North Carolina can sneak back to single digits. And they do. They run Sharp.
And that will not drop for Tony out of the corner. So the Tar Heels in transition. They get so much scoring out of freshmen. They were ranked 16th in the AP preseason poll. Had a lot of close games. Started in the ACC, chilly, 0 for 2, now 5 and 1. Team outsized and so far out rebounded by North Carolina. The swing inside, Brown mishandled a pass, and the second one comes right back in his face.
And it was the right play by Tony. However, I'm not sure Terrell Brown is the guy to drop that off to, and it turns out.
They're getting the ball inside. They're getting to the offensive glass. Thunderberg's got to step up for NC State because he's the one guy that can compete on the backboards.
We'll see on the Jeep halftime report in a bit.
Aaron Sharp.
Look at the 3 teams ranked in week 9. Now, there is a possibility that your Orange may have knocked out Virginia Tech from the rankings come Monday. Virginia Tech ranked number 16 this week, but they did not have a game.
goes to the post. Going to be a big night for the sophomore Odi Okwama. He's really the lone ACC caliber big that Wake has on their roster. Meanwhile, North Carolina rotates 4 of them. One of them, Armando Bacot, great post move. Even going back to last season, they've struggled to shoot the ball from outside. The guard play has been inconsistent, and that's 2 characteristics that you can typically count on in a Carolina basketball team. Brooks from the same spot, just 2 feet in. Obama hammers it home and delivers Wake the lead. Inside, Bacot. He hits it. Isaiah Musius buries his sixth three-pointer of the night with the shot clock sounding. Baycott in a knee to tie it at 53.
Jay, it's not how many threes they've made, it's how open they have been. That time, dribble drive, the help is late, and another uncontested 3-4 Wake.
Baycott count.
See how Wake handles the pressure. This has been problematic for them.
Didn't handle it well there. Baycott decided by 7 points or less. Right now leading by 10. And Carolina fans have no nails left to bite. So they need a comfortable one down the stretch.
That's terrific to hear. M.J. Walker with his second three of the game as the Seminoles extend the lead. Preseason, Florida State was picked third in the ACC. Carolina fourth. Virginia was one. Duke was two. It appears to be a really wide open conference right now. You got Clemson and Louisville up at the top. Clemson's got a big game later today on ESPN against Virginia. Louisville's at Miami on the ACC network. And then, Jay, on Monday night, it'll be...
Then they've shot the last three. I mean, they're only shooting 42% from the field on the season. And the last three games, they haven't hit 40% in a game and have still won them.
Leaky Black off to Kerwin Walton and the freshman from Brooks, and assess a common foul on Koprivica.
So 2-2-1 three-quarter court pressure for Florida State now, trying to just slow the advance and take a little time off the clock. Boy, really surprised that that wasn't a flagrant one. You know, that was not a basketball play, as they say.
Davison, what a job by Gray at 6'8", 260 to stay in front of him. But Walton is the guy.
Alan Griffin. It's a good sign, though, for Syracuse. Yeah, Coach Boeheim wants him to be seeking opportunities also within the three-point line, not just being a specialist. Try and find other ways to get going. A good start for Griffin. Bank is open.
Leaky Black out front. Here's Love launching and hitting. Veteran coach of the Orange. Not thrilled. R.J. Davis, the freshman from White Plains, New York. Here's Playtech firing from in front. Davis, Leaky Black, Kerwin Walton launches. And Black, the long rebound. Fresh 20 for the Heels. 7 to go in the first half.
And this is debilitating for a defense. Got to get right back down in position, try and guard for another 20 seconds.
And Davis.
6'5". I mean, he's a solid 4 or 5 inches shorter. He's got more speed. He should really try to make a guy like Brooks dance on the perimeter to defend.
Foul line for Brooks. And he got the roll. Quick entry pass. Gerard skips for Guerrier. Missed on the three. Baycott the long box out. 7th rebound for Armando Baycott. Walton bangs home the long. Kerwin Walton. R.J. Davis, that's long and off the back iron. And Walton will save it to Davis and a fresh 20 for Carolina. Look at the offensive rebound numbers. 29.
Exactly what Pitt did to Syracuse 2 games ago. 20 offensive rebounds. It's going to be tough to overcome. Syracuse has the offensive firepower to do so, though.
Walton knocks down.
Give him 2 there, Wes, on that one inside the yard.
Stepped on the line. Thank you. 13 for Griffin. 1 point lead. 90 seconds to go right now in Chapel Hill. Brooks, bounce pass. Black left it. Baycott the basket.
Carolina continues the possession, bring it back out front to Black. Pull up from 14, well short.
But 2 offensive rebounds for North Carolina on this possession alone, and that's where the Tar Heels beat you. Normally it ends up being a three-pointer, and it does for Kerwin Wong.
Isaiah Wong's my guy.
Okay.
I wanted to get Wong in there.
I tell you who's the guy right now. Who's that? Oh, I thought that was Jogo. That was not Jogo knocking down the 3. That was Morgan.
Walton. Back out front to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Brooks fires away. Nothing but net.
And under and scooping is right.
How about the acrobatic finish by Wright, avoiding the charge.
52-49 out of the corner. Play Tech. Give Georgia Tech the 1-point lead. Tied at 53 as Baycott pulls it in. Davis. Guarded by DeVoe. Shot clock to 8. Black out of the corner. Now the shot clock's at 2 for Walton. Oh, baby!
Kentucky, a confident scorer. Daniels bangs home just his 7th 3 of the year. He's got 7 of State's 9 here early. So for his last 10 before that one, huge for the confidence of the scorer. Brooks alone. First time in 3 games, driving score by Daniels. He's off to a red-hot start with 9 of their 13. Other end, and can he keep that hot streak despite being on a bench of foul trouble? Helms hasn't scored all night, misses the 3 for the Wolfpack to open the half. Love with Davis, Black, Baycott, and Brooks. And on cue, the layup for Garrison Brooks. That got taken away by Brooks. Davis, Kessler the dunk.
Perkins, second most assists in the history of North Carolina Central. And this is what North Carolina Central wants to do, and that is set the half-court defense. And they're going to try to pack it inside and force North Carolina to shoot threes, but when you got a guy...
And they've rotated Brooks, Sharp, different guys rotating on him, leaning on him, making it hard for the All-American, as you should.
Black used the screen from Brooks, who got it back, and now Garrison Brooks going to work on Wieskamp. 4-2 and a foul. Oh, that was pretty. 2 came against Garza. That's pancaked away. Kessler stood straight up. Love, 4-3. It's a 1-point lead. All started with the hole for Carolina to open the half, and it's broken by Brown.
Greg Brown, this is the best I've ever seen him play. He's not only making baskets, but he's having an impact on how the game is being played out. And granted, he's just a freshman. He's going to have a huge career.
Oteyron Sharp just backed him in and got 2 and a foul.
Morehouse, Bilt, they're from the Netherlands. And Bilt is the region where they're from, in the Netherlands. And then Moore is the word for rolling hills, which is what is Davis. Remember me trying to explain to you how it all rolls into one? And
I do.
How Frederick Olmsted designed the gardens at the Biltmore.
Yeah.
He also designed Stanford University.
How about that?
Have you been to Olmsted? Have you been to Olmsted Point on the Tioga Pass Road?
I think that matters because when you play for Sierra Canyon, you mentioned the 8 nationally broadcast games, but it's just everything that comes along with it. And I think he's been quite comfortable making the adjustment, even in 2020 with everything we're dealing with COVID. It's
shot out. But when you think about the fact that I didn't see all these coaches all summer, means that they were home. I was home. And so I've been asking a lot of these coaches what it is they've been doing with their spare time that they're used to being on.
After an 0 for 11 start, back-to-back baskets for the Cougars.
Gotta imagine during that timeout, Coach Grant talked to his team about not settling for contested threes all the time.